Okay, so let's go through the questions now. Okay, I can see also gradually you are getting better and better with your answers. All right. Okay, so this question 22, the diagram shows two identical glass blocks, okay, A and B. Sammy pushed them with equal amount of force on a table. He found that block A traveled a longer distance than block B. So which of the following is the most possible explanation? I think this one is pretty obvious. Okay, since A, okay, is traveling a longer distance. All right, it says here a longer distance. And then it's actually the same glass block that you are using. All right, identical glass block. And then there's equal force being pushed on them. So very obvious this is going to be the case. All right, because you have to take a look at the surfaces. Smooth surfaces usually reduces friction. Okay, so lesser friction. And that's why the object, the glass block here, can move further. Okay, this one, no problem. I think it's pretty straightforward. The next question, I think it is also not too difficult. Tell me what is the concept or what is the topic on, if you can recall quickly. Okay, the moment you see this question, what do you think is this topic? Right? You have a substance that's being left in the classroom for an hour. It looked like that in the beginning. After an hour, it seems to have changed. What do you think this is trying to test you on? Anyone? Cannot tell lah. I'm getting no responses. How come? Someone, do you know? Yeah, someone you typed in. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, good. This topic is on matter. What specifically on matter is this? If I'm asking you for the subtopic under matter, which sub? Oh, your computer is actually laggy, no wonder. Can. So which subtopic under? Yes, Tammy, very good. Okay, so under matter, there is this subtopic called the different states, right? Different states of matter, very good. And then what are the two states you are seeing here? What are the two states that you are seeing here? Quickly. All right. Yep. Good. So starting with solid state, now it has become liquid state. Right. So answer is actually C. Good that you all know. Okay. So you can see when it is solid, it retains its shape, right? The moment it has melted, converted to a liquid, it takes the shape of the container. All right. Next one, Jensen left 3 similar glass slides in 3 rooms. Now, these 3 rooms have different room temperatures. We don't know whether they are warmer or colder. But after the 3 slides were moved to room D, okay, 5 minutes later, water droplets was actually seen on glass slide from room C. Okay, so water droplets are being formed here. There are a lot of water droplets being formed. Why is that so? Because, very obvious, the answer is C, right? So they actually were warm when they entered this room. Okay, and for this particular one, it was cooler. Okay, cooler than the room. Then these two warmer than the room. That's why, okay, you can have the water droplets forming. Just imagine you wearing spectacles, getting off a taxi. When you get off the taxi, your spectacles are very cold. So what happened to your spectacles? A lot of water droplets form, right? And some of you will have to take down your specs and then you have to clean it with the cloth or your t-shirt, whatsoever, before you put it back on. Okay, so this is what is happening. Question 25. Okay, Zaki carried out an experiment with 3 different objects. So the ends of the objects were labeled. as shown. Okay, you have A, B, C, D, E, F is labeled for you. First, he brought the ends of objects X and Y close to each other to test whether they repel or attract. Then after that, he recorded his results, right? Okay. And then after that, he did this, he brought the ends of Y and Z together. So which are magnets, which are not? Are you able to tell? Okay, let me see your answer. See whether your organ is correct. If I were to take a look, because it's a little bit, when I exported, I cannot trust some of the answers because you all did all the way 28 questions. So the order will jumble up. Okay, so today we might have difficulty referring to everybody's answer. Only a few of your answer I can comment on. Someone, you didn't do the open-ended question, is it? Is that right, someone? Okay. Right, we have some errors for Joy. Okay, for Joy, Kayin, and Perez, I'm not able to see whether these are the correct questions that you have answered, actually, because I see many MCQ responses here. Okay, so I might not be able to comment. Is that okay, Joy? Yeah? Let me see whether you have done the open-ended. Did you manage to do the open-ended in the last few questions? You didn't see your answers at all, Renzo. That's weird. Okay, don't worry, Renzo. After the MCQ, I give a break, then I quickly go and check. Okay, Renzo? If I can see your answers, I try to pull it out. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, thank you so much for doing the work. Okay, continue here. All right, so in order to tell whether objects are magnets, what do you test for? I want to see whether you all know or not. Okay, what do you test for if you want to confirm whether objects are magnets? Good, Kayin, even though the spelling is wrong, okay, but you have the concept there, Kayin. Yeah, the rest of you? Okay, I have Delia also writing in. I want to see your responses. What about Tammy? Tammy, try. Charlotte, where are you? Are you here, Charlotte? Try also, type into the chat. How do you know whether the objects are actually magnets? Okay, yep, most of you who type in, yes, you're right. Actually, we only look out for repulsion. We don't have to look at attraction. You know why? Because if I have one magnet here and this is just magnetic material, will there be attraction? Yes, right? For sure there will be. But if I have two magnets, maybe these two ends will be attraction. If I flip the other one over, it's going to be repulsion, right? So only repulsion can tell us and can confirm for us whether objects are magnets or not. Clear? So is the answer A? Yep, the answer is A. You are right. Yes, Salman, your answer is A. Can you all write down in order to test for the property, magnetic property? Okay, we only check for repulsion. Repulsion is spelled this way. If you cannot spell it, be very careful. For example, just now, Kayin, that one, right? That word that you have typed in, they will not be able to mark you right because it doesn't sound like repulsion. Can? So be careful there. Yeah. Okay, good. Yep, Salman, you're right, huh? Next one, study the diagram. Right, so this must be Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan aimed and shot a basketball into the basketball hoop. Okay, so the dotted arrows in the diagram show the path of the basketball from the time it was released at point A, okay, to the time it stopped at point F. So, which of the following statements are true? Okay, let's look at the first one. The ball has no kinetic energy at point F. Okay, so at point F, this is the point F, right? Is this correct or wrong? The ball has stopped, so there's no kinetic energy. Seems true, isn't it? So this is correct. The ball has no potential energy at A. Is it true? At this point A, do you think the ball has potential energy? Tell me. If you say yes, tell me why. If you say no, explain why also. Is there any gravitational potential energy there? Okay. Yep. Yep. Correct. Yep. There is, of course. Yeah, because it is at a certain height above ground. Okay, due to the height, right, above ground, definitely at this point, there will be gravitational potential energy. I put down GPE, gravitational potential energy. Yes. Yes, Tammy, you're right. Okay, so saying that it's a no is wrong. The ball has the most gravitational potential energy at point C. Point C, most gravitational potential energy, it is true, isn't it? Because it is at the highest point above ground. Write down if you need to. Then point number D or sentence D, the ball has more gravitational potential energy at D compared to B. If you're comparing this point and this point, no, this is not true. Okay, so answer is C. Any question here? Yeah. Yeah, Delia, your laptop must be a little bit slow, right? There's some lag, if I'm not wrong. That's why your answer only came in so late. Okay, good. You're right. Right. Question 27, Benjamin. Okay, Benjamin inserted 4 identical nails into a piece of soft wood. He dropped 4 blocks, P, Q, R, and S, okay, with different mass. So you need to take note of the information, different mass, same height onto each of the nails, right? So the length of nail that did not go into the wood was measured and recorded in the table. So which of the following is true? All right, which of the following is true? So that did not go into the nail. That means after it has dropped, what is left of the nail is being measured, right? So for P, you're left with 1.5 cm. Okay, so you can see 1.5 cm of the nail. Then Q, 0.2, then 1.2 and 0.8. So which of the following statement is true? Any question over here? I think it's pretty straightforward, right? This particular question. Okay, Tongi, this one is easy for you. Did you do this, Tongi? Let me see. Yeah, Tongi did your work, but Tongi did the 28 MCQ, so I don't know which one is the correct option over there. What is your answer over here, Tongi? Can you just quickly type it into the... You chose down C, is it? Okay, C, in fact, is not the answer, Tongi. The answer is actually B. Okay, you listen carefully to me. So answer is actually B, it's not C. Now, if you say P is heavier, because you chose C, right? Let me comment on C. If you say that block P is heavier, if this is very heavy, when it falls down, there will be actually quite a lot of force. Clear? Due to the mass of that block. The force will actually be quite large, and you should have very little of this height left. Okay, so you will see very little of the nail. Okay, very little of the nail will be seen. Okay, for block Q and S, if they are lighter, okay, so this one should be bigger. A bigger value, maybe I will put down as value is easier. For those blocks that are heavier, it will fall with greater force. Okay? All right. So what is left of the nail definitely should be a smaller value. Okay, that's why because P, this is a